What'd you say you had to do again? Don't want to talk about it. Oh, Stella. Girls don't poop. They fluff. So as some of you may know, my garage has been a mess. So I'm kind of in the process of cleaning it up. And I really need to get it done right now because I gotta go pick up a new project tomorrow. Alright, so I did clean this area some. I need to move some parts and stuff. I need to put the wheel back on this because I need to move this. And I still have some more stuff to clean up. I want to clean up this area, clean up that area. I want to continue cleaning this, clean my toolbox. As you can see, things are starting to get a little less cluttered. I'm working on it. I got a bunch of hardware and stuff here to put in bins. But as you know, with this pandemic going on, you are not allowed to go into Copart to go look at vehicles. So I've been trying to keep it simple builds, ones that looking at the pictures I can, I feel confident about. I don't like to gamble that much, but being that I can't go look at the vehicles in person, you are gambling, whatever you do. Now this vehicle is a little bit more crunched up than the last one. Still looks like a very nice vehicle, lower mileage. Unfortunately, it is an automatic. Sorry, I'm not saving a manual this time. But my winning bid on it was $475. It is sportier than the last car, and I've never worked on one before, so I'm excited to go get it. Stay tuned with me, and you'll see what I pick up. Now that is a little bit more presentable. We still have a mess. Still lots of cleaning. If anybody's looking for a stock S5 exhaust, probably going to list that online. I'll sell it real cheap too if you need one. But now that I got all my tools put away and everything put away, I'm going to get some tools back out because I got to throw the wheel back on this thing so I can get it moved out of here so I can get my dolly out. And also, when I get this all back together, it'll probably be a good opportunity to check this. As you can see, these multiple spots here. I'm really thinking it's the oil pan, the pan gasket, because it's like right around the edges. Like that would be the back edge of the pan back there. This would be the front edge of the pan. It's leaning, so it's coming out over here. I'm really thinking that's what's going on. So, it's a bunch of dirt. I have been cleaning this underneath. I did go around every one of the pan bolts. I could snug up a little bit. They were tight, but they weren't as tight as they could be. I kind of have a feeling for torque, especially in aluminum. You can only go so tight. I kind of have like a good feel for that. So I went around these ones back here without dropping the sway bar. I could get to them, but it was weird. I had to lock two wrenches together, and I got them all to turn a little bit. I do think that this pan was leaking a little bit. I also think the there's right here, you can see a bolt right there up past that tube. That's like a lower oil pan, and then there's another bolt up and past that, and I'm not sure if you're seeing that, but it's a little oily there. And I did get up on that bolt and snug it up. I got a scope up in there, and the oil does not go past that bolt. So I kind of think that that upper oil pan is leaking. It's like a three-piece. You got the flat pan, then the oil pan, then the upper oil pan. It's like two aluminum cases. Yeah, there's no room to work in here, but I could see that this was all wet right along here, and so I did get that bolt way up in there snugged up. I probably should try to snug that lower oil pan bolt there, and there's another one over here that I cannot get to. So, but it does not look like it's leaking on this side. But I went around, I cleaned this thing. Like, it's crazy how much, I mean, we have that leak. I think the output shafts for the transmission, I think they were leaking. I really sprayed this out. The power steering rack, I think, is leaking. It may be in multiple places. I don't know. The master cylinder, I think the bleeder was leaking. I tightened it up a little bit. It also looks wet up there. This is just probably going to live its life as a leaker. Like I said, this isn't going to be a daily driver. So, yeah, I'm kind of skeptical on reliability on this thing. But as for right now, that's, yeah. And I need to get some front tires in mind here. This one, yeah, it's still not really, no bueno. This one over here, we got the race slicks for cornering. I did put back tires on it. If you can't see that, I actually have treads back there. So, you know, still waiting on parts. So this thing's going to continue to leak. I got to clean my floor now again, but now I can get the dolly out, and I have chores to do. So I will see you guys tomorrow when I got to get our new project. Well, because of COVID, the banks aren't open, so I can't get money to pay for this car right now. I mean, the bank does open, but it's 2 hours later than normal, so I gotta wait for them to open. So I'm just kind of like doing some service items on this, check tire pressures. I'm gonna grease these wheel bearings, and surprisingly, I don't have a grease gun here at the house, so I'm gonna run down the hardware store real quick, go get myself a grease gun, and grease these wheel bearings, and hopefully we can hit the road here soon. I'm finally hitting the road. Normally the bank opens at 9. I go get a cashier's check, then head down there. It's like an hour and a half drive to get to this one. Bank didn't open till 11 because of all this. I get down there and there was a line from the bank the whole way through town. All town was pretty much congested because of people waiting to get into the bank. So it's 11:45 right now. I got my check. Let's go get this thing. Well, I was going to get drone footage, but they've been loading a lot of people, and they only have one loader, so I guess I was pretty far back on the list, and my battery got low. I had to bring the drone back. I have another battery. I think I have a notion that he's grabbing mine right now, so I might be, till I get it up in the air, I think it'll be too late. We'll see here. He comes around the corner. That's it. All right, we'll do a walk around. Well, guys, there's more damage than I thought, so we're going to be doing a little bit more than I thought, but I did find a parts car. The bumper is broken. I couldn't tell that the bumper was broken. I thought it was all in one piece. Looks like it missed the frame rail. This fender, I might be able to save it, but then I found a parts car. It's not the same color. Got a hood. The core support on these is welded in. Right here is some weld points, but we might be able to save that. I don't know. We start pulling on it. The air conditioning works, but that condenser is really, really bent, and the radiator is too. So we might have to get those as well. Can't open the hood right now. Oh, maybe we can. So, although it pushed everything back into the engine, it doesn't look like it harmed anything. Hey, there's the grill. There's deer hair. Come around the back, a little bit of rust there. Nothing I'm going to worry about. We need to get the front end straightened up. Interior is very clean. A little scuff there. Like I said, this door is hitting this fender, I'm guessing, but look how clean the interior is. The steering wheel has seen better days, but for the rest of it, it even smells good inside, which is a plus for once. Not bad. So, and it fired right up on top of that. This seat needs a little bit of cleaning. The rest of it, man, it's actually really good. I guess I didn't go over it. This is a 2002 Acura RSX. It's 125,000 miles. And when was the last service? Oh, it's a stock number. Oh, here it is. Next one's due at 100,000 miles, so we'll go ahead and change the oil. Now I'm a little upset with myself because if you previewed the footage, there's a crack right here in the windshield. I did that. I lifted the hood, not paying attention to where this bent hood was touching. And I got up and got tight, and then I heard crunch. That's what happened. I don't think this is going to affect it. I am going to go get some super glue, put on those cracks there to fill in the cracked area. And then maybe put a little black paint or something on there, something to make it black. It's not gonna leak there. It's at the very bottom of the windshield in the corner, so there's really no potential for it to leak, and it's also not a safety concern. So I think it's gonna be okay. As for this, we're gonna have to disassemble it. I found parts for it. Unfortunately, looking at the pictures, I didn't look close enough. I thought the front bumper was savable, and it's really not. I mean, technically, I could use it, but there's going to be parts of it missing, and it's just not going to be right. We have right here, it's not cracked, but it looks like paint ain't sticking right there, obviously. So it's not even cracked right there. The paint just lifted from the hit. But right here is, and right there's some deer hair. So this is another deer damaged car, and as you can see, our condenser is pretty bad, and it's back into the radiator, and the radiator is not leaking. Might check that out today. I'm debating. Radiator's only 60 bucks. I didn't look how much the shipping was. I'm sure it's more than that, but we're gonna bend all this back into shape over here. I don't think it's too hateful. I can see a little kink right here. That's supposed to be straight. This bracket is bent. It's supposed to be straight out. And then the top support right there, it needs to be pulled and pushed down. It's a lot of stuff that we can do, just pushing and pulling on it. Thankfully, the grill was in there and it's intact, and I need that Acura emblem because the new bumper I'm going to order comes with, you know, this part of this center grill piece, but it doesn't come with the emblem. So I have that. And then the grill is going to go in there. So I have a lot of the stuff I need. The car I'm getting the parts off of has really crappy paint. So I'm getting a hood, the hood hinges, and this fender. And honestly, I probably could save this fender, but I'm going to save myself some time, and the fender's cheap enough. I'm just going to go ahead and get one so I don't have to do extra body work. I'm getting the fender for 50 bucks. I'm getting the hood for 50 bucks. and the hood hinge is for 20, which I know this hinge is bent for sure. That one over there, it might not be, but I'm just gonna go ahead and replace them both. And I also ordered some aftermarket parts. Nothing crazy, but I did order some stuff. So I'm getting both headlights and another piece for the front, and it'll make it look a little bit better. And
Going for a quick walk.
what? You can't leave. We're on quarantine.
For a walk.
We're on quarantine. And around to the back. There's scuffs on the bumper here. They're not crazy. I'm not doing anything with them. I can see it's been there for a while because this is touch-up paint right here. So, yeah, they went over all of it with touch-up paint, but the one thing they didn't do was reattach the bumper. It needs to be reattached, and right here is the piece that it attaches to. It's bent in. So we will get this bumper out. Okay. It's not even really in place. Get it out, bend this back. I can almost do that right now. And then get some screws in it, and that'll hold that in place. Mechanically, it sounds good. We do need to get this pulled out because the radiator is very close. So, yeah. You see, look at the tolerances here. Yeah, so this needs to be bent. It needs to come out. The center is bent in right there. So, I might have to order that top piece. I don't know yet. We're gonna get some tugging on it, and we're gonna get some tugging. Oh, behave. Sorry about that outburst. But yeah, we're gonna get this all put back together here in no time, I think. So that's gonna be the end of this episode. I know I didn't really do anything on this episode, but next episode we are gonna hop into this. We're gonna tear down, take all the parts off that are busted, or most of them anyways. I'm going to order some parts. We're going to go pick up some parts in the next episode, and maybe we'll bolt them on and see what it looks like. So if you're excited to see this Acura get rebuilt, grab a screwdriver and smash that like button. Let me know down in the comments if you're excited about this, if you want to see more of it. If you like my budget style build. Hit that dislike button if you don't like reliable cars because you own a bicycle and not a car. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. Hit that bell so you get notifications. And we'll see you on the next episode. Alright.